Emmerdale's Leyla Harding tried to make amends with Jai Sharma in Monday's edition of the ITV soap as people assumed her drugs were his and he is suffering a relapse. However, as she continues to hide her secret, she could find herself gravitating closer to the businessman. Leyla, played by Roxy Shahidi, hasn't told anyone about her new habit of taking cocaine on Emmerdale, with spoiler pictures for this week's episodes revealing her secret after weeks of shady behavior. Jai, Chris Bisson, is someone who will know what it's like to be addicted to narcotics, having struggled with a problem himself for several years now. In the coming weeks, her friends and family are likely to discover what she has been up to on the ITV soap, and as they turn their backs on her, Jai could be the person she finds herself baring her soul to. But as the addicts develop a bond over their mutual struggles, she could end up betraying her husband Liam Kavanagh, Johnny McPherson. The episode began with Jai still feeling sorry for himself given his partner Laurel Thomas, Charlotte Bellamy, believes he has been suffering a relapse. Desperate to find out the truth, his investigation continued, but feeling down and out, he turned up at the Woolpack to drown his sorrows. Watching from afar and feeling guilty for putting him in a precarious situation, Leyla decided to try and boost Jai's spirits. Walking over to him with a glass of wine in hand, she said, "I'm joining you and there is nothing you can do about it." "I can move," the disgruntled businessman remarked, to which his friend told him, "Well, I will follow you. Please, Jai, you can talk to me." Giving in to Layla's attempts to help him, Jai said, "I don't even know where to start. Actually, I do. Why were the drugs in? Take a vow." Even though she knew the cocaine belonged to her, Leyla came up with a tale as she replied, "Do you know, we had some blokes come in to try and book a stag do and I think it was Therese. But, the point is, I believe you. You know I may as well have relapsed. I've still lost everything that ever meant anything," Jai said as he wallowed in self-pity. "Enough with this, thank you," the businesswoman declared, but Jai commented, "It's true though, isn't it? No one is ever going to trust me again." Taking his side, Leyla commented, "Laurel? Do you know, as an ex-alcoholic, you would think she would know what it was like for people to think the worst of you. I gave her both barrels, called her judgmental. The truth is, none of this is her fault, I've put her through a lot," Jai explained. "Enough with the defeatist vibes, okay? Jai, look at me. You're innocent and you're going to prove them all wrong, starting now," Leyla replied. Later on in the episode, they began formulating a plan on how Jai could prove his innocence and also get back in Kim Tate's, Claire King, good books. Given his recent behavior, taking out loans to better his financial means, Jai told Leyla how the ruthless businesswomen did not trust him. As his friend gave an impassioned speech on what a good person he is, Jai asked her, "Why are you so bothered?" Leyla gave almost a flirty smile before coming up with an idea of how she would help boost his position with Kim and drive in more business. The businesswoman explained, "I could start doing more events at the Hyde. Yes, make me an appointment." Showing his gratitude, Jai replied with a huge grin on his face, "Thanks, Leyla. I've forgotten how much I enjoy working with you." "We were a good team once," she said in a flirty tone, with the pair sharing a subtle smile with each other, possibly hinting they could become more than friends. Of course, when her secret first comes out, Jai will be furious with her as he will want to understand why she didn't speak up sooner. He would blame her for everything which has gone wrong with his life, including the breakdown of his relationship with Laurel. Leyla could only apologize, telling him she needs help as she no longer feels she can get through the day without having drugs. With Liam likely to have thrown her out for keeping this secret from him, she will feel she has no one she can turn to for support. Taking pity on Leyla, Jai could sit and talk things through with her, trying to understand why she felt she had to turn to cocaine in the first place. As the pair end up spending more time together, they could realize there is a chemistry between them they cannot deny. Both needing to embrace some passion in their lives, they could end up sleeping together and it might not be just the once. As they begin seeing each other in secret, Leyla could try to keep up appearances in the village by getting Liam back on her side. She knows if she were to be with Jai all the time, he could lure her back onto drugs, as they are both addicts and neither of them would be able to resist the temptation. But after spending a few days with her husband, she would know it feels nothing like the electric way she feels when she is with Jai. Will she end her marriage as she throws herself into the businessman's arms, and how will Liam react to discover his wife has been cheating on him?